Most countries keep their most famous city as the capital. Turkey made a different choice. Instead of Istanbul, the old imperial city of emperors, sultans, palaces, and the Bosporus, the new republic chose Ankara, a smaller inland city in Anatolia. At first, that choice may seem surprising, but Ankara was not chosen by accident. It represented the kind of country modern Turkey wanted to become. Hey there, welcome back to Cities in a Blink, where we uncover the stories behind the world's cities, one blink at a time. This is How Did That City Become the Capital? Our journey through the political hearts of nations. And from this episode on, we're adding a new layer, along with each capital story. We'll uncover cool facts that help you understand what makes the city special today, especially if you visit it one day. Today, we're beginning our journey into Asia with Ankara, Turkey, the capital chosen to represent a new republic, not an old empire. For centuries, Istanbul seemed like the natural center of power. It had been Constantinople. It had been the capital of the Byzantine Empire. Later, it became the capital of the Ottoman Empire. It had the palaces, the ports, the mosques, the markets, and the Bosporus. It was one of the great cities of world history. But after World War I, Turkey was entering a very different moment. The Ottoman Empire was collapsing. Istanbul was occupied by Allied forces, and the old imperial government no longer represented the political future that Turkish nationalists were trying to build. That future began to take shape in Ankara. At the time, Ankara was not a glamorous city. It was smaller, inland, and far from the imperial image of Istanbul. But its location mattered. It was safer from foreign occupation. It was closer to the Anatolian heartland. And during the Turkish War of Independence, it became the headquarters of the national movement led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. In 1920, the Grand National Assembly opened in Ankara. From there, the new political leadership organized resistance, built institutions, and laid the foundation for a new state. So, before Ankara officially became the capital, it was already functioning as the political center of the new Turkey. Then came the formal decision. On October 13, 1923, Ankara was declared the capital of Turkey. A few weeks later, on October 29th, the Republic of Turkey was proclaimed. That timing was important. Ankara became the capital before the Republic was officially announced. The message was clear. Modern Turkey would not be governed from the old imperial capital. It would be governed from Anatolia. Istanbul represented the empire. Ankara represented the republic. That is what makes Ankara's capital story different. It was not chosen because it was the largest city. It was not chosen because it was the most famous. It was chosen because it matched the political meaning of the new state. After 1923, Ankara changed quickly. Government ministries, embassies, public buildings, broad avenues, and planned neighborhoods reshaped the city. What had been a modest Anatolian town became the administrative heart of the Turkish Republic. If you visit Ankara today, one of the most important places to understand the city is Anıtkabir, the mausoleum of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. It is more than a monument. It is one of the strongest symbols of the Republic. Its wide ceremonial spaces and monumental design reflect Ankara's role as the city where modern Turkey remembers its founding. But Ankara also has an older identity. Before it became the capital, the city was known internationally as Angora. That name lives on through the Angora cat, the Angora goat, and Angora wool. So Angora is not only a political capital, it is also an old Anatolian city with a name that traveled through trade, textiles, and culture. And today, Turkey is also known as a major destination for health travel, especially for private hospitals, dental care, cosmetic procedures, and hair transplants. So for visitors, Turkey is not only about ancient sites and beautiful cities, it is also a place people travel to for services, treatment, business, and modern urban life. Ankara fits into that story in its own way. It may not have Istanbul's global fame, but it has something else. It is the city where Turkey chose to define its modern political identity. So, why Ankara? If you don't know by now, you should rewatch this episode. If you love discovering cities and the stories behind them, hit that subscribe button and join us for more adventures. Next up, we're heading to the Caucasus to explore how Yerevan became the capital city of Armenia. Thanks for watching Cities in a Blink, where stories of cities come alive, one blink at a time.